what would be a strategy or a hack or something, or let's talk, you and I can actually talk about it and have a discussion about it. Something that could help both new and seasoned sellers. What could we talk about? That would be pretty cool. And I've got an idea. If you don't come up with one, I don't mean to throw you under the bus here.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, so if new or someone else,
Yeah.
I would say the number one thing is, like I was talking about earlier, make sure you have the proper skill set and think outside the box. Don't approach this as a cookie cutter business.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one way to make money on Amazon. There's no single course that is the best way. I don't care who the course is. There's some great courses out there and some good stuff, but there isn't one that this is the way. This is the way. Every day on Facebook, I see another ad for how to sell on Shopify, how to make money on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way. Bullshit. There isn't one. There's 20 different ways to skin this cat. The way you make money is you have the proper skill set and know how to analyze it. So think outside of the box. I mean, a lot of people
thinking outside the box. What about thinking outside the shoebox? You want to talk about regular sizes?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of money in oversized products. A lot of people shy away from them.
Yeah.
Because they're bulkier, maybe more. Some people think they're more complicated to ship over. They're no more complicated in most cases to ship over than a small thing. Once you've done it the first time, it's a little scary. Maybe for some people, you can typically order less, and the margins are great. I mean, the great thing about selling big products, they could be oversized. It could be things that weigh, 3 or 4 pounds. They don't fit in that shoebox, weigh less than a pound, sell for $20, and can be air freighted. That's the general formula that everybody teaches. And that's and then they teach, use these tools out there to look for between this BSR and this, and and everybody's doing the same thing. And then you wonder why you found a golden product. You posted your screenshot of the tool on a Facebook group, and people are like, "Oh, that's great! You should go for it." By the time you get it launched, there's 20 other people selling, and you're like, "Holy cow! What the hell happened?"
Mm-hmm.
You got to think outside the box. Look at big products because there's less competition. The A cost on the PPC is dramatically lower. If you're selling a $50 or $100 item, even if the ad costs you $5, and it's not in most cases, but even if it does, that A cost, you can absorb that a lot better than if you're selling a $15 or $20 product.
Let's go through. Hold on. Let's go because you're going to go through these really quickly. Let's talk about these one at a time. PPC is perfect, right? So pay-per-click, guys. You're absolutely right. If you're into a product and it sells for $100 on Amazon, first of all, there's less people that are actually sourcing this. So that means there's less people that are actually bidding for the keywords for this product. So the actual cost that you're paying per click drops substantially, or should, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
So that's one reason, okay, is pay-per-click costs are always going to be lower. The second reason, let's go through these one at a time.
Sure. Well, there's less, like you said, there's less competition. The costs are lower. The next one is it typically takes less reviews to actually get going. I mean, so you don't need, a lot of times these big products, they don't sell as many.
Right.
Typically. So the reviews, you need to be competitive because reviews still do matter. I mean, a lot of people think you need tons and tons of reviews. 21 is the magic number to get social proof. You need to get to 21 to have that magic number statistically of social proof. But the only time you really need a lot more reviews is if and we'll talk about this in the free webinars, if a lot of your top competitors have a lot of reviews, then you want to reconsider. But if they don't, the number of reviews a lot of times on these big products doesn't really matter. Even if one guy's got 1,000, you can still compete, with a smaller number. And so yeah, I mean, that's another big advantage.
That's a good point. Yeah. Because you got people, you're right. If it's a $150 product, they're probably only selling, a handful of units a day, 10, 20 at the most, versus if it's a $1 product, a spatula you said earlier, where they're selling, 1,000 of these things every single day. The review count is going to be really, really high.
The MOQs are usually lower, but that doesn't mean you spend less. I mean, you may have to spend more money, but the MOQs, instead of 1,000, they might be 50 or 100 or something like that. Now, one thing you got to keep in mind is you still got to look at ROI. So profit margin matters, but you don't want to get into a product where you're ordering so many of them. If you had to order 1,000 of these big products and they sell 5 a day or something, that might not be the smartest product to choose versus something smaller that can turn quicker. So you got to look at the ROI, return on investment. That's basically how long does it take to get your money back that you're investing. So you have to consider that too. But there are a lot of golden opportunities in this big product space. I mean, you can scale faster too. I mean, people that are spouting off these big numbers, I always like to say that's great, but the first thing I do is if they put one of those screenshots is I look at their number of units. So sometimes they'll say, I sold $1 million last year, and it'll say, 20,000 units sold. Now, first thing I look at on every one of those when I see this, like, okay, I do a calculation in my head. All right, that's a $50 item, average price. I'm more impressed by someone doing $1 million a year selling something for $5 than I am for someone at a higher price. But that doesn't mean that that's not a bad thing, because those people it's less hassle, less stuff to order, less stuff to keep track of.
Yeah, it does come.
You need to sell less, and you can get to your profit faster too.
It does come with a few headaches. We can't, skirt around that. You're only going to, for oversized products, you only have 500 units available at Amazon's warehouses versus, what is it now? Is it 2,000, 5,000? That keeps changing. Whatever that number is.
It's 500, but you can request that to go up. But by oversized too, that's, you have to go check the exact things, but like it's over 18 inches and there's certain things. But oversized I don't always just mean oversized. I think it can be also heavier.
Yeah, 20 pounds, I believe, over.
But no, I have products that don't fit in that shoebox formula that everybody else teaches, because these products are, they meet the dimensions of a standard product, but they might weigh 6 pounds, for example. But they're not considered oversized. So those are products that people typically shy away from as well.
Yeah.
So because it doesn't fit in a shoebox.
The criteria, yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, get something that's 10 pounds, but still pretty small. But people won't see that because they're eliminating anything that's over 1 or 2 pounds. So, well, that's cool. We could go on about oversized. You are going to go on at freedomticket.com. When people register for the webinar, you're going to be talking about all kinds of sourcing stuff, and it'll be cool to see. I'm looking forward to see everything that you're presenting, and if you actually do reveal one of your products, that'll be interesting. So that said, guys, check it out. Please head over to,
for more information, insider tools, and to get the resources mentioned in this episode, visit AMPMpodcast.com.